so used to hear the sounds. Whatever those small machine guns that was mounted to those tanks. It's like I guess they were signaling each other, because I hear that bam 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 through the whole night. And I made it back to that field, and that field was like, I'm gonna say, a good size. I had to go from, got my bug out bag, got my archery set, and I'm still hearing people just like waking up to these shells and waking up to the sound of these parachutes with like supply for these guys that was in the tanks. And not only that, these guys was in the tanks, you had motherfuckers coming on these like buses, and everything was painted the same color. But I'm like, when do they have time to do this? So they getting off. They actually done got to the point where they done got comfortable. They trying to tear up stuff. They shooting at gas stations on fire. People coming outside and catching rounds, you hear me? They shooting at people's houses like people was shooting back at them. People was trying to hide. And the ones they didn't kill, they put them on the buses that the soldiers was on. Now all this mayhem going on, you see all the people that was unprepared looking crazy as hell. I mean, they done roped off this whole little city. Roped it off. They got checkpoints. I'm talking about they got tanks sitting at the end of every damn curve with 20 to something soldiers. But the same buses that these soldiers came off, it's like the tanks was the flare, like, to everybody come out. And they ass came out too. And they went from door to door, you hear me? I'm sitting in this high brush just looking. And I was so surprised, like, my dog did not even fucking growl. I guess he was like, what the fuck is this? His ears in the air looking like, what the fuck is this? I'm looking like, man, I don't even know. But I sat there and watched all the people who thought it was a game. You should have seen their faces. And some of the buses were so packed, like they had so many damn buses, they damn near cleared out the whole town. Now you got these tanks coming through the forest. They knocking down trees that been there for hundreds of years. These motherfuckers done made campfires. They pulling out the razor wire to every end of the street, and they had checkpoints. I mean, it was so much like rumbling from the artillery rounds coming from those tanks. It's like your mind got really quick and used to it. And I'm watching them line these people up. Grandmas, grandpas, babies. I mean, families, man, on these buses, escorted by tanks. Watching this shit drop out the damn sky, and they actually put in makeshift tents in the forest. They done made them a fucking checkpoint. And I'm saying, it got to be about like 2 to 3 o'clock in the morning. All this happening in the twinkle of an eye, man. And I'm like, man, the ones who don't know what's going on, I don't know how the hell they can't hear that. But they're gonna wake up to a damn fucking military base. These guys knew what they was doing. They was setting up shop quick. They took over the gas stations. They had snipers on the roof. They took over the hospitals. They had snipers on the roof. People was trying to run and fight back, and it was getting knocked off. You couldn't even see these snipers. But you knew if you made the wrong move and you flinched, you was gonna get something. And the ones they didn't put on the bus, that's what they was doing. They was getting a target practice with everyday civilians, man. Everyday people. They was lining them up in these fields, telling people to run. All to see if they artillery work. And all that bloom, 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 bloom. I thought it was a dream. But then I woke up. In the woods.